Hi guys, Ronan here from the Irish National Sailing School, and today I'm going to talk to you a bit about some basic racing. So, a windward-leeward course, this is a typical course that you'll find all around the world. We have the wind coming from the top of our screen, and a windward-leeward course is made up of kind of three main elements. So you'll have a start line, which is made up of a committee boat, where you'll find all of your race committee, and you'll also hear your horns from here. Your horns and flags will go up and down this boat as well. The other end of the start line, we'll have a mark. This mark's called a pin, so it's the pin end of the start line. So that's your start line. You'll then have a windward mark, which is on the side of the course that's closest to the wind, and you'll have a leeward mark on the other side of the course. So leeward, furthest away from the wind, you'll have a mark there. So what would a race around a windward-leeward course look like? So we'd obviously cross the start line to start, sail upwind to a windward mark, sail back downwind to a leeward mark again, most likely back upwind again to a windward mark, and then down through the finish line. So on the day, your race committee will decide how many laps around the course that you have to do to complete the race. So you need to make yourself aware of this on the day of racing. So a start procedure. So typical starting sequences, and these may vary depending on where you're racing, what clubs, will be at 3 minutes to start, you'll get a hoot of a horn, and a flag will be raised in the committee boat. And then at 2 minutes to the start, another hoot, and a second flag will be raised. Then we get to 1 minute to start, another hoot, and the second flag will be dropped. And then at start, you'll find another hoot of the horn to say go, and the first flag will come down again. So there are a number of rules we need to remember when we're racing. So there'll be a video made shortly about IRPCS, which is preventing collisions, but this is just a basic run through of what you'll need to know for racing. So your starboard and port rule. So a boat sailing on starboard tack has right of way over a boat on port tack. So how do we know? If your sail and your boom is on the left side of your boat, you're said to be on a starboard tack. And if your sail and boom is on the right side of your boat, you're on a port tack. So then again, boat sailing on starboard has right of way over a boat on port. Now the windward-leeward rule, what does this mean? So a windward boat must steer clear. So the boat that is sailing closest to the wind on the windward side must give way to the boat that's further away from the wind on the leeward side. So that's very simple. And then being on the course side, OCS, is something else that we need to remember. So this means basically we can't cross the start line before that last hoot to say go. If you are, you'll have to come back across the start line to restart again. And the last main one is that overtaking boats must steer clear. So the boat overtaking must steer clear of the boat that it is overtaking until they get an overlap. So what happens if we don't obey these rules? So if we don't obey the starboard port rule, windward-leeward rule, or the overtaking boats, we will have to do penalty turns. So this means that we're going to have to do a tack and a jibe to spin the boat 360 degrees. We may have to do one or two, but as you can imagine, we're trying to get a boat around a race course as fast as we can. So doing penalty turns is not ideal for this. So finally, we'll move on to flags. Now, we're just going to go through some basic flags. You'll learn more about these on your more advanced racing modules, but these are ones that you need to be aware of. So this red and white flag here, you see it's in a triangular shape, means that racing is postponed. So if you get a squall that moves in, some bad weather, the committee may postpone the race, or even if there's a power period of light winds where no one can move, you'll also get this. And then the white and blue checkered flag. This flag, and this is raised in the committee boat, means all racing is abandoned. So that's a basic guide to racing. I hope you've learned something, and thanks for watching.